It just leveled. The roof is down on the first floor of the basement. We really can't even tell if this home has a basement. The debris is that far down into it.
The family who lives here was not home at the time of the explosion. Dozens of neighbors, including Sandy Bollmeyer, stood around for hours. She and her husband anxiously waited for word that it was safe to return home.
We're afraid to go in. We've gone in, but we're afraid to stay in there because we don't know what's going on with the gas. They've shut the gas off down there.
Get your helmets on, get your coats on.
Neighbors all agreed that the blast happened at about 8:20 this morning. At the time, many of them were making plans to celebrate the holiday.
I was getting ready to wake up eventually today and cut the grass and get ready to barbecue for the holiday.
Garrett is the closest of all the neighbors. He and his wife live directly across the street.
All I heard was the bang. Because when I heard the bang, as soon as I heard the bang, then our glass just flew all over us in our bed.
He says his home suffered minor damage.
Bricks on our front porch about this big. The projectiles flew all the way across from the other side of the street.
One aspect of the investigation will include mapping debris as the fire department tries to learn the cause.
We're probably, hours, days, maybe weeks into that.
About 200 members of the group Soul Force took to downtown streets. They're a nationwide interfaith group protesting the Baptist Church's stand on homosexuality. This is the third year that Soul Force has protested the annual Southern Baptist Convention. They say the church teaches anti-gay and hate messages about gays.
We specifically reject that. We believe that God loves homosexuals. God detests homosexuality.
Gay people are not choosing some, destructive lifestyle or any of that. The gay people and lesbian women are just normal human beings living our lives.
Members of the group cheered as some of their own are taken away in handcuffs. By demonstrating, they're hoping to put an end to what they call spiritual violence by the church.
Those are the same messages that cause young gay men and young lesbian women to think that, that they're not worthy, that their life is of no value.
This demonstrator holds a picture of her 29-year-old daughter.
When she came out to us, I did not accept her. I didn't cut her off. We kept in contact, but I did not accept her, and I did not love her unconditionally, and she committed suicide.
The group says they've tried to reach out to the church.
There's room for them to come in and seek to find guidance from God. There's not room for them to find approval of an immoral lifestyle.
And we're donating this money to the widows who lost their husbands on May 3rd.
Okay, great.
Thank you very much.
The deaths of Derek Martin and Rob Morrison touched a community. Out of the tragedy, Wives for Widows was formed. Their first task was to raise money for the firefighters' widows.
This is from us, the wives, not from any of the unions, not from the fire department. This is from the wives, St. Louis City Fire Department wives.
Before May 3rd, the last firefighter deaths in St. Louis happened nearly 25 years ago.
It's been so many years since it's happened that we realize this affects us wives also in emotional and monetary ways.
Both men leave behind wives and small children. As many as 140 women volunteered their time for those families. Many of the women collecting today admit they've never even met the widows of Martin and Morrison, but say they felt compelled to lend a hand.
Sometimes people really take for granted and don't understand what we go through at home, wearing with our husbands, going out and serving others, and we are concerned wives, and we want to help others because it could have been our husbands.
All right. Thank you so much.
Melanie Streeper, WB 11 News.